My plan is to keep it because...
Oh, 50, 50!
50, man! Very good! Very nice!
Yes!
5000.
Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Nürburgring, and welcome to a very special GT2 RS MR video. No, I'm not talking about the Apex Taxi GT2 RS MR, but about the GT2 RS MR of our dear friend Seb Vittel, with the I, not with the E. Check out his YouTube channel and Instagram page. Today we will be celebrating a very cool, important, interesting achievement and number. No, not horsepower, because it is a Manthey-Racing car, and Manthey-Racing never increased their horsepower according to the traditional philosophy. Only handling mods, aero mods, and lots of other things that we covered over the years. But first of all, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsor of this video, namely you guys. Thank you for being members and just watching the channel. But I want to say something important about this car, because this car has a pretty special place on my channel, in my heart. This was actually the very first GT2 RS that I was passenger in, all the way back in 2018. And after that, Seb, when this car was still stock, he did a lap in the Apex Taxi GT2 RS MR, which was a very expensive lap, because he was so impressed by the MR kit that he ended up buying MR kit himself for his car. So in any case, the celebration and the achievement of the number that we're talking about, as the title of this video already suggests, we will be hitting 50,000 kilometers on the track today. So it's a happy birthday lap, happy birthday video. Now, to do that, we also will be talking about the car, about his experience, about the achievements, about maybe some troubles that he went through. So it's not going to be like a super fast lap, because it's tourist and farting anyway. And recently we already done 300 plus kilometer per hour lap with his car on the track day of Schnelle Schwaben. So check out the video in, I think here, or in the video description, if you want to go for a fast lap. But now let's talk about the journey that he had in the last 3 years as an owner of GT2 RS, and later on GT2 RS MR. Okay, ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's go. So, how excited are you, Seb?
Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. So proud. I'm so proud to not crash the car until now. So let's see if it's continued this way, but...
Yeah. So, we've installed a third GoPro on the speedometer or the odometer, and usually to show you the speed, but in this case we're driving TF, and as I mentioned previously, we already did a very fast lap on the track day when it's more possible, but in this case it's more important to show you the actual car hitting 50,000 kilometers. I forgot to get like a celebration party whistle. That would have been better, but yeah, we're having helmets on anyway because we have a cage. But how long have you had this car already for?
So I took delivery of the car in May 2018.
Yeah.
So it was brand new. It was one of the first in France. And yeah, so since this time. And the conversion, the MR kit was made at 30,000 kilometers. So last year.
Yeah. I'm gonna do one thing, because your mic is now on your shirt and you have your under helmet on it. So let's get it. Oh, it's actually good. Yeah. Just do it like that. Now we should be fine. Good. Cool. Yeah, so I mentioned previously already, we have since 2018 was the first lap that I did together with you.
Yeah.
Back then the car was pretty much stock. I believe you didn't even have 10,000 kilometers on the track.
Yes, maybe something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And now we're hitting 50,000.
Yeah.
And the MR package, it came in 2019, I think, or was it?
No, 2020. So last year in March, April.
Yeah.
In April, yes.
Yeah, and how many miles did you have back then?
So you mean on the Manthey kit?
Yeah, yes, when you started, when you put it on, if you remember.
I think I don't remember exactly, but yeah, the sure things is that I did the full mileage was around 50% on the Nordschleife, let's say 20% on the racetrack, GP track, and the rest on the road. So, yeah, something like this around the miles range.
And what is the relationship between the street kilometers and track kilometers on this car, you think?
Yeah, I think 50,000 kilometers is maybe 10 or 15,000 kilometers.
On the street?
Like yeah, on the street.
And the rest is all track?
Yeah, on track, so GP track or Nordschleife, mostly Nordschleife.
Yeah, and also sometimes some other, I think Manicourt you probably took.
Yeah, Manicourt, Paul Ricard, yes, of course, but yeah, mostly track use is on the Nord.
Yeah. So the reason why this is special, of course, if we're talking about a Volkswagen Golf or something, or a Volvo, 50,000 kilometers is like breaking in the period, or sometimes in the first month for some people. But in this case, track kilometers, GT2 RS MR, that's being used quite heavy, quite hard on the track. When you come to TF and you see Seb flying by, you know that the car is being pushed properly. So this is the first engine, right? So the engine had pretty much no issues, or was there something?
No, the minor, all the issue was, so I had the rear stock wing at 3,000 kilometers. So every issue was took under warranty by Porsche. So the stock wing just broken at 3,000 kilometers after a top speed test, let's say. After I had the rear window, just had a cracking, so it was broken on the middle, so they changed also. After that, at 49,000 kilometers, I had the gearbox. So let's say it's not the complete gearbox, but it was few gaskets or something like that was broken in the gearbox, so they changed. And I had the turbo manifold just broken 2 days ago, and they changed it.
Yeah, because we wanted to do it already like a few days ago, and you're like, oh, maybe we'll not be able to make it. And Manthey-Racing fixed it like what, in a daytime?
It's the first time they had this issue, so they needed to order very quick the parts. And so they did, and they changed it. It's a bit complicated because they need to remove the whole face, all the rear mask. Yeah. And so it's a bit of work, but yeah, it was very quickly managed, and and now the car is no problem. It's
yeah, exactly. No, I think it is quite an achievement of its own that the car has been so reliable, because the things that you mentioned are just like small things. Yeah, okay, a manifold crack, yeah, okay, gearbox, some gasket issues, and even though you had those issues, they've been fixed under warranty. And this is something that should be underlined, because Manthey-Racing kit still preserves the warranty of the car.
Of course. Now it's official, because since I think last week, so every Manthey-Racing parts are approved by Porsche. This is really official. So that's a very good thing there, because of course, even if you use it on the track, or if you use it, doesn't matter. It's covered. So that's very good.
I think it's one of the few first times in your life that you're being overtaken by a Clio RS on the track.
It doesn't matter, man. We are in TF, so we have good time. It's great. No problem.
That's good. That's very important. Just like we're just cruising, having a conversation about the car, and doesn't matter. He's having fun. We are having fun. That's very important.
But that's true that the mileage of the car, in general, when I am on TF, it's full scent,
Yes.
But so but doesn't matter. Again, tourist and fun must be relaxed driving anyway, so it's no problem. And of course the car is very strong. As you say, it's very small issue compared to the to maybe some other car.
Exactly. When you would have, like, I think for supercars it would be just in general would be already an achievement. Let's even leave McLaren out of equation here, because they wouldn't pass 10,000 kilometers. Although there are exceptions. 620R has been pretty good. 675 LT has been good for after the first motor blow up. But yeah, it is uncommon for supercars to live that long without big issues or big warranty claims, let alone on a racetrack. And especially if you would take out the car on the racetrack, manufacturer might say like, oh yeah, you took it on the racetrack, your warranty is voided, but you're selling it as a track car. But in this case, in case of Porsche, it's they're actually quite okay with it. As you can see, warranty is preserved, and it's no problem. So I have here the yellow, just vibing, cruising. Just some dirt spill, some cleaning up. Nothing serious, nothing major.
But yes, of course, it's very strong car, and especially because if you have a small problem or something like that, Manthey-Racing, or they can manage it very quickly. They can just change, even if it's brake pads, if it's tires and everything, they have all in stock, and so that's a very good point.
Of course, this was for us also a very big point to go from the McLaren 720S in the first year in 2018, 600 LT in the second year, to go to Porsche GT2 RS MR. Of course, it is the fastest car on the Nürburgring, the fastest street legal car, maybe, the big issue was, if there was an issue with McLaren, we had to go all the way to Stuttgart, or the parts had to go here. And here you have Porsche Centrum Moist Spots, basically Manthey-Racing. Everything is being done and fixed right there, immediately, right now. In your case, it was an unknown, never known issue before of a cracked manifold, but still they were able to get the parts quickly and reassemble, disassemble the car, and there was no issue. And this was a very big advantage. I think
that's very important also for me, because I just know how to change one wheel, but that's it, you know, on one car. So even brake pads or something like that I cannot do by myself. So me, I like to drive, but that's it, you know. So the car must be ready, must be strong, must be, but I cannot. I prefer to have professional who do it, and that's what with this kind of car we can be sure to have this service.
Yeah. Well, we're approaching we have 3 kilometers to go, I think, by Carousel. Or after Carousel.
Something like
that would be very special. If we hit it in Carousel, that would be like, we couldn't have planned it better. That would be absolutely fantastic. So after 50,000 kilometers, don't you get bored of the car?
No, it's. I want to keep it. Honestly, I had also an allocation for the 992 GT3 RS, but I don't know. I fucking love this car. It's very nice. It's very strong. Now I understood the car. It took a bit of time for me, but now I understood well the car, and I really start since last year to take a lot of pleasure. So I think I will keep it until, I don't know, maybe we will do in a couple of years the 100k kilometers video, or I hope. But my plan is to keep it because 50 man. Very good. Very nice.
Yes.
5000.
Nice, just before the Carousel, so after Moedkurve we had 50,000 kilometers. Dude, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I think now that we made it, we can go a bit faster. Let's go for it.
And now we are on PS4S, because it's just not... the condition was pretty tricky this morning, so...
Yes, it was full wet and now it's dry, so...
But on the drive, it's a good tire also, it works, but it's after 2 laps it's very warm, so compared to Cup 2 or Cup 2R, so after 2 laps you need to stop cooling down, because if not, it's no grip anymore. But it makes the job there.
Yeah. Enjoyable drive.
And it's interesting also on the 50,000 kilometer, I used a lot of Cup 2R tire. Because especially when the car was with stock suspension, and because that's the only tire we give it to me the confidence, you know. Because Cup 2 and 2 with the stock suspension is, you must really have a very, very good skills to manage it. And with the Cup 2R, it's make the extra grip, as you say, with Robert. When you make the test, it's give the extra confidence. It's give everything to go faster and to safer. I mean, and so since the car is with MR kit, I can drive any tires. It's no problem.
I wonder how many people gonna message you now that you're being overtaken in Brunch and asking if something's wrong with the car while you're driving slow.
But that's cool. That's cool.
No, it's amazing. It's also the whole day and night, and yesterday has been raining, and now on this one lap we have sunshine. I think this is something very special.
And yesterday also to took a big mileage. I just drove 35 laps with the car yesterday. 35
on one day.
For one day, because 35 laps. Let's say, I drove quite a lot. So, and full scent all the time. So so the car is happy to drive a little bit slow now.
How many fuel do you use per then?
Of course, in tourist driving is not too much. It's I mean, it's more than on track day. It's maybe, I think, 8 laps TF. And on track day is less, because when you have
that's 90-liter tank, or?
Sure. It's a must. If you doesn't have it, it's complicated. But let's say around 8-9 tourist and foreign drive lap. And when it's on a full track day, of course, it's less, because with the full straight,
main straight as well,
it's maybe 5 laps.
Wow, such a big difference.
Of course.
That's impressive. And lots of water for the intercooler.
Yeah, basically one fuel tank is one water tank.
Yeah, one extended tank of Manthey-Racing. That's impressive. So where do you fill up the water?
You mean what kind of water?
No. Where do you fill it up?
Directly at Manthey-Racing. They have the big. They have, I think, one canister of 200 liters. Yeah. So I come with my bottle and say hello. I need this
there I am again.
So of course, yeah, we do this way, and it's better to use distilled water as the recommendation of Porsche. Yeah,
of course.
But it's important to know that you can drive without water. It's just you have less horsepower.
I think it's like 50 horsepower less or something
like that. Yeah, but I mean on tourist driving, for example,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, so, and I never notice any difference in terms of heating or something like that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you for sharing the car, with me on my channel throughout the years, and
it's a
also with everyone else. I think it's always a big pleasure because for many people, seeing an MR is something special. And when they come here to the Nürburgring, it's quite guaranteed that they're going to see either our car or your car. Yeah. And also now, actually, over the last year, a lot more people joined the MR club, if I may say so.
Norbert also, I seen your video with the 71,000 GT2 RS. That's crazy, you know. It's that's show how these cars are strong for intense use. So that's
Baram is doing also lots of laps. With his GT2 RS MR. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was something very special and unique. I think you have the highest mileage GT2 RS.
You know, I think I know that there is a factory Porsche car who has more, but not on the track. I mean, because they tested in Canada, in US, so maybe there is few GT2 RS with 55,000, but not on the track. Yeah. I mean, and so let's say a private car, yes, of course, it's I think the biggest.
That's impressive. So keep on going. I'm looking forward to making video when we're doing 100,000 kilometers.
Yeah, I hope so.
Probably it's going to take you less than 3 years.
I don't know.
Because last year it was a bit slower, obviously, with all the closures. But we will see. Stay tuned and give yourself a follow. Again, thank you very much, and see you next time.
Thank you. Perfect.